So, um, let's talk about anonymity. So, um, anonymity is a thing that should be praised, and it is a valuable thing. However, its biggest praise and its biggest value comes it only shows, in fact, when the opposite happens, uh, which is, for example, um, how do I explain this? So, if someone does a good deed, helps someone, uh, gives them money, does charity, and they want the praise of it, so uh, they publicize what they have done. And by doing so, they are putting their face on front of it. And this is an issue. This is public, people can do it. But if they do it anonymously, it has somehow a kind of an extra value to it, because it it shows that that person does not need the praise for it. It just does it because it's what they wanted to do or what is important to do to them. And this is the issue about anonymity. So in this moment, it's a very, very honorable thing. It's a very powerful thing, and most of all, is one thing that we should praise upon. However, and there is this issue about anonymity, which is it quickly changes to something very creepy and almost evil and almost malicious when it's not in this specific stance. So, if there is anonymity and towards someone, for example, someone that is anonymously stalking someone, or even if it's not stalking, just go around it. By itself, it's a little bit creepy. Um, if we put it in other context, like for example, if someone wants to disrupt a system like Anonymous, it's quite famous. Their values can be right, and if we take into consideration the reason why they are anonymous is because they don't want to be prosecuted, it is also right. However, again, we can automatically make it just better if we just own it. So the persons that try to disrupt the system don't mind to give the face towards it. That is more powerful than a bunch of people that don't show their faces or don't want to be associated with some kind of movement and change. So despite of Anonymous being really powerful and in my opinion worth it, there is still this concept that automatically makes it just way better if things are transparent. So this falls in another thing about anonymity, which is the case of how companies deal with it. And by saying companies, I say even YouTube does this, which is allowing people, for example, to comment anonymously. And this is an issue that I think it hasn't been properly taken care of. And the reason is because it is been creating nefarious emotions uh, and social problems around it. So my idea regarding this is everything that someone tries to do anonymously, it should only reach the individual level. And what I mean about this is, for example, someone does a video and someone wants anonymously to say something about it. Well, that cannot, it should not be seen by other people because it's anonymous. And if people want that information to be seen by other people, then they should use some proper way and some recognizable way to do it. And this goes again towards the issue of who owns our information, and also goes again to the issue of governance and institutions that govern us, and how we allow some systems to basically create some kind of corruption, even if it's not meant to it. Comments could be powerful, and in fact, like, if they are anonymously bringing bad information, it's okay. And if it's anonymously bringing good information, it's amazing because it's someone that cares but doesn't care to show. But there is value on owning the things that we are doing. And for that reason, every time that there is anonymous content and comments and stuff like that, we should ask the corporation that is using that tool, why are they doing it so, and why are they doing it that way.